Just when you thought the fun was over, I'm back. Now, I'm doing a just a little preview of because I'm like a little excited about Drake Week. I completely forgot there was a Drake Week, and I forgot to do awards, but I didn't really have the time with it being 9 crews and me trying to review all of them at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through the awards first of everybody that did good and everybody that did not do so good. Anyway, crew of the night. If I had to pick a crew of the night, it would easily be Eight Flavors. I expected Most Wanted to do good. Um, but Eight Flavors, I wasn't really feeling. I still thought they were still too cutesy to do any damage on the show. They have proven me wrong this tonight. So, Eight Flavors, crew of the night, crew of the week, 3. Worst crew is Step Boys. It was bad, fellas. It wasn't like super horrible bad. It was just the fact that every crew I can say good things about except you guys this week. So so unfortunately I got to go with Step Boys. You guys are still in the competition. You guys got to do something quick. I know you're reaching out to fans and that's great, but you need a good performance. You don't, reaching out to fans is great because this is kind of a popularity competition, but nobody's gonna take you seriously, which I guess is not really your biggest issue. But I don't think you guys are gonna get a whole lot of play if you guys don't step up your performances. Mixed pretty much if I think anything, mixed last week with this week and you might be fine. Big stunts, work on the choreo a little bit. Comedy of the first week because it was a little bit better the first week than whatever the hell y'all did this week. Nicest judge. I'm not gonna get into the judges too much, but JC was my meanest judge last week. JC is gonna be the nicest judge this week. I think everybody was pretty nice because everybody did a pretty good job for the most part. So the judges didn't really have anything bad to say about the performances. But I do have a meanest judge of the night, and that would be Dietrich, only because Dietrich had to kind of level Step Boys a little bit, and he didn't even level them as much as he should have. So because I would have pounded him into submission until something great happened. But whatever. Best concept of the night. Nobody really had that a great takeoff concept. So I guess RNG really had a concept in mind. So I'm gonna go with them. Foundation had a concept too. Only problem was they were cheerleaders. Cheerleading does not work in ABDC. So yeah, I said them. Worst concept, just because they bored me a little bit and the concept seemed kind of lost. I'm gonna go with erratic because they were like kind of express yourself and be free and all this other jazz, but then they chained them up. Mind you, it was a great part, but it was just they got leashed and chained, and it was kind of cool but weird at the same time. Best music. Who got the best choice in music? I Without a doubt, if you saw the first video, I already said pretty much Most Wanted got the only song Madonna I could possibly stand. I think District 78 also did a very good job with the mixes this week because even though I did like Most Wanted, 4 minutes because it was just an amazing song in general. I like the mix that District 78 did with Human Nature because they kind of turned it into like a Stone Cold groove, and it was dope. So, that would be a very very close second, but 4 minutes to save the world, easy. Worst choice in music, and it wasn't their fault. It was the producer's fault, Collision Crew, because they're not a country crew. So the fact that they had to do it is really crappy. And I really feel for Collision Crew because they did a great job with it. But, and District 78 even tried to spice it up a little bit. But, I mean, Jesus, really? You guys suck. You producers suck horribly. Um, let's see here. Gained the most. The crew that gained the most is easily the Eight Flavors. I was still on the fence about Eight Flavors. Everybody liked them. Everybody was talking about how third place of a crew they are. They might have just slipped into second because I completely forgot about Fanny Pack's performance this week. Fanny Pack, I'm a Fanny Pack fan, but Eight Flavors, I was expecting Fanny Pack to do a little bit more. I was expecting to have a good week, but not, I was expecting them to have an amazing week, but it was kind of like an okay week. Eight Flavors though, they had an amazing week, so I'm gonna give it to them. Worst crew of the or crew that pretty much lost the most is Step Boys. They needed to reaffirm people that they are a good crew. They didn't do that. The people that I see the fans scattered out a lot. The only crew that I'm seeing that's not really getting much love is Collision Crew, mainly because they're from Atlanta. But a lot of people they're getting respect though, so that's the cool part. But I don't see a lot of people rooting for Step Boys at all, and they needed to reaffirm people that hey yo, they're a great crew, and they didn't. So Step Boys, you easily lost the most. I'm thinking you're at the bottom tomorrow, tonight actually, because you guys taped tonight. Crew that was the most forgettable. I cannot remember a thing about like Erratic. I really can't. Like they weren't bad, they weren't good. They were just like literally. I said it in the first video. If you look at that first video and if you look at the first week and the second week, it was the same damn performance. Nothing really changed. No really big stunts, no creative moves. It was nothing. The choreo was pretty standard, So I'm gonna have to say them. MVP of the night. I didn't do one for. I don't think I did one last week, but MVP. I picked one dancer that really just kicked behind and took names. I'm gonna give it once again. Best crew of the night was Eight Flavor, so I'm gonna actually give it to one of them, Kaylin, who I guess was the Madonna of this week, and she murdered it. Like, ugh, okay, no, no more sweets, I guess. That makes sense to me, but don't turn into raving jerks or anything like that if that's what it means. So the other thing I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do this every week because I don't know the artist well enough to do this. But since next week is Drake week, and I know Drake's music very well compared to any of the other superstars, what I do, especially when I'm excited about it, is I actually try to predict the songs that are going to be chosen for each crew. So we'll see how it works. I did write them down, and hopefully they were correct. I did them in alphabetical order, and I think these would be good ideas. But of course, I did this with Missy Week on Facebook, and I did this with Missy Week and Janet Jackson Week in season 2 as well. And just to let you guys know, I'm horrible at this. Like they always find some crazy way to switch it up, or they give out a song that's not really the artist song. So like if it was something Drake was featured on, they might even get that. So that kind of sucks because Drake has been featured on way too many damn songs. But anyway, let's get into it. Eight Flavors. I think they're gonna get fancy. With Ti and Swiss Beats. I mean, it's them. They're doing this whole sophisticated thing now. So why the hell not fancy? I literally think that's them. Um, Next up is gonna be Collision Crew. I think Collision Crew gets headlines. I mean, it kind of has that slower, kind of southern twang. Drake's from Toronto, so he is producing is from the South, but it's definitely definitely gets that. You know what I mean? Like it definitely has like this, like they know. It's something that they can swag on pretty easy. Next up, electrolytes. Electrolytes is gonna have to get something really high powered, real high in bass. And Chris is coming back, so I'm expecting them to murder this week. I'm gonna give them over, because I mean, over is just one of the hardest Drake songs ever, and I think they're just gonna get it. Let's face it. I think they're gonna get it and they're gonna kill it. Fanny Pack, this was a tough one because I didn't know anything Fanny Pack could do, but I think Fanny Pack gets Take Care. I just see them doing this. I don't know why, but I do. I do see them doing this, and I think it's up Fanny Pack's alley. So I either think they get fancy, and I think Eight Flavors and Fanny Pack are very interchangeable. One of them could get fancy, and the other one can get Take Care, but I think Fanny Pack is probably gonna get Take Care first. Our Most Wanted crew is next, and Most Wanted crew I think is gonna be that crew that just gets the newest music. Drake's big song out right now is The Motto. most one will probably murder the motto. So that's what I'm expecting them to get. I think they got it. Um, let's see. Rated Next Generation. I gave them something really commercial. I don't know. I really doubt they get this song. I can't get a real good feel of what kind of music they get. So I think they're getting Forever with Lil Wayne and Kanye and Eminem. Uh, I like I said, this is a complete guess. I mean, I was looking at the songs and I couldn't think of anything else. I mean, maybe You the Best, but that's the only thing I can think of. Step Boys is another hard one. I don't know what the hell they're gonna get. But had to make an educated guess. Something that can kind of joke upon. Drake's music is not really much of a joke, so. But I gave them Miss Me. Because I think the beat is a little bit high. It's a little bit higher. Something that they can do. Hopefully they can show swag, even though out of all the crews that are left. Step Boys pretty much has the least amount of swag out of any crew I'd ever seen. But that's neither here nor there. That's those are my predictions. Like I said, I'm gonna keep track of them, tell you if I'm right or wrong. I'm keeping points. I think this is actually a pretty good damn list, but we'll see, we'll see. But actually, I think I'm gonna switch 8 flavors, to get Take Care, and I'm gonna switch Fanny Pack to get fancy. But who knows? Who cares? But anyways, thanks for checking out the preview. Thanks for checking out the preview. Thanks for checking out the awards. Thank you for the views. I know I'm not the biggest reviewer out here, but I really appreciate you guys looking at my videos here. Um, if Like I said, a lot of shout outs, can't give a whole lot, but my boy Denny on Facebook, the whole blogging ABDC crew, my crew Poison Clan, be on the lookout for us. I'm actually gonna post some videos. We're rebuilding and we're doing our thing. And you guys that are watching my videos, thank you so much. Anyways, next week, Drake week, week 4, ABDC season 7. Let's pray that they don't kick off 2 people or 2 crews. But anyway, y'all have a good one and have a good week, y'all.